hours, because once we get through the next 24 hours, we could pick up the story as it moves off to the east. So as you can see, winter weather advisories, winter storm watches, winter storm warnings, all the way from the west coast into the Rockies and everywhere in between. You've got snow piling up, you've got wind, and you've got the cold for sure. But look at where all the moisture is coming from. This shows it off beautifully. We call it the moisture plume, but there's nothing in the way except land. And so we have all of this moisture being pumped in. This is a great thing for places like California, where you're getting the moisture in the form of rain, but also locking it up, money in the bank for the spring in the form of a lot of snow, incredible amount of snow for areas like the Sierra Nevada mountains. And you can see it already going here as we look at the radar, starting to make its way into the Great Basin. But look at these incredible snow total forecasts, keeping in mind too the effective elevation. The Sierra Nevada mountains actually get higher as they go farther south, and so in some of those places you're looking at 3 to 5 feet of snowfall here. Mammoth Lake's a big winner, maybe even 6-foot snowfall totals over the next few days. So let's time it out. You pick your spot on the map and keeping an eye on the timing. So the morning drive, obviously in a lot of places not that great. The lunch hour, a little bit tough as you get towards outside of Reno, Salt Lake City, Grand Junction, certainly through the ski resorts. It's great if you're there, right? But if you have to hit the roads to get there, that's a whole nother story. So looking through tomorrow evening at some of the snowfall totals that we're expecting, south of Salt Lake City, some of those elevations there, 18 to 24 inches, and certainly through the Colorado Rockies. So we'll kind of dig deeper into this as well throughout the show. Similar amounts, right? Atlantic City, we're looking at right now maybe 1 to 3 inches, maybe about the same in Atlanta. So a lot of details still to work out, and we're going to do our best to do that for you. It all starts off in the west, where you have plentiful moisture available. Right? And you can see that on the water vapor imagery, showing all of that moisture slamming right into the west coast. It's already producing a lot of rainfall and a lot of mountain snow. The Sierra Nevada mountains getting clobbered right now, even into the Colorado Rockies. But what we have over there the next few days, this jet stream dipping to the south, our upper disturbance also diving off to the southeast. We'll see an area of low pressure develop, all of that working to bring moisture into the southeast and pull the cold, dry air from the north. The combination of both and the timing of it all is the key to this forecast for parts of the south. But you saw that 32-degree line. That is also one of those key factors. Where is that freezing point going to be at the surface? It's also very important to look upstairs as well. So a lot goes into making this snowfall forecast. But here's what we're looking at right now. Our area of low pressure develops, the storm track taking it south into the south, off the southeast coast here as we get into Saturday, and just enough cold air available and mixing with that moisture. We are confident there's going to be wintry precipitation, but it's about the type as well. Is it going to be rain at first, some freezing rain, some sleet mixed in before changing over to snow? Depends on where you are, right? Well, we take a look at Saturday morning temperatures, and this is important. According to one model, look at Atlanta, 29, Columbia, 29, Asheville, 23, so all below freezing, which would point to some snow, especially if you're cold aloft as well. But let's show you another model. We've got the Euro. Totally different, not only above freezing, but by a good amount. Atlanta, 35, Columbia, 35. The previous model, remember, had us down below freezing. So this is the kind of difficulty that we're up against, and it's such a fine tune where over the next few days we'll be watching really, really closely, and hopefully you will too. We think timing is going to be working out. As far as many of us from Birmingham to Atlanta to Columbia, school will be out. Hopefully home from work and off the roadways at this point at the start of it. And then overnight Saturday into early on Saturday, that's when we have the wintry weather taking over from Atlanta, Columbia, that I-85 corridor. We're going to have to watch real closely, even into Charlotte and Raleigh. Model differences still there, much more for the GFS.